Called Sunday Driver, taken out of, I guess, their new album. Literally, it was taken out.
We stole it.
We stole it, and you can get more details on these guys at transportmusic.com. And ahead of that, we heard from Denmark's very own Dune, a 7-piece, all under the ages of 18 years old, making quite, I guess, an impact across Europe with their latest sound through Bloodlines, which is available as an import single. You can get more details at Dune site, DUNE.com. It is passport approved here on Indie 1031, and we are absolutely very, very honoured this morning to have the legendary Benny Anderson, the co-founder of ABBA and the mastermind behind Mamma Mia, and his son Ludwig Anderson from the great band Ella Rouge in the studio live. Good morning.
Good morning.
You even say good morning together. So Benny, you know, I've got to say it's an absolute honour to have you in the studio, and Ludwig, you too. I purchased my first ever record from your band, ABBA, back in 1978, Voulez-Vous, and obviously you need no introduction. I mean, there are so many questions I want to ask you, so I guess I should just let you speak. Tell us about, I guess the question I've always had is, you know, what inspired you and, you know, the rest of the band to create the sound of ABBA back in the day? I mean, it's timeless music. I mean, how did it all happen?
Well, what a good question. I was originally an accordion player, right? My father and grandfather played the accordion. And then I had a piano when I was 10, and I met some pals, and I was in a rock band before ABBA. Sort of solid rock and roll, where everybody else was playing something else, but we were doing sort of good old Elvis Presley and, you know, Eddie Cochran and that kind of music. And then I met Bjorn, my friend, the other B in ABBA, and we decided we should try to write songs together. So that's how it started, and I mean, we were inspired by a lot of things going on at the time, like the Beatles, of course, but for me especially Brian Wilson and the Beach Boys. And we tried to do the best we could, you know, from living in the circumstances that, I mean, we were Swedish, nobody cared about what was coming out of Sweden at the time. And we said, we think we are as good songwriters as the Hollies or the Searchers or so. Not as good as the real good guys, like the ones I mentioned. But we thought we should give it a try to do pop music in English, coming from Sweden, and that's about it.
So, Benny, did you think at the time that your music would have the kind of impact it's had? I mean, obviously it's
no way
passed on from generation to generation.
Absolutely not. We were all convinced, I think in '82, when we quit the band, that was it. Maybe we would have a year, sort of, you know, with some reminiscences of what we had done like this. No way. Nobody thought that.
So I was doing some research. I know that, you know, you've sold a lot of records, and I found out through a good online source, a credible online source, that you've sold over 370 million albums worldwide.
You talk to Universal about that. I don't know. But I think they're right, actually. They try, because they're upgrading that figure every year, so somebody must be counting.
Well, you're up there, right, with, you know, with legends such as the Beatles, Elvis Presley, you know, Rolling Stones, Michael Jackson. I mean, did you ever think, you know, that, you know, you mentioned the Beatles, that you'd be up there as far as, you know, having
it's only when you compare figures, right? Not when you compare the rest of it. So we're all very happy for that, obviously. And nobody ever thought that such a thing could happen with a foreign band.
And did you think that, you know, the music would then, at some point, become a big theatrical legacy, such as Mamma Mia?
No.
Can you tell us a bit about how that whole process came together with Mamma Mia? I mean, obviously, you know, 20 million people have seen the show.
30.
30 million, sorry. I'm one of those people, so is my wife.
Okay.
And tell us a bit about Mamma Mia. I mean, obviously, you've been in LA, meeting up with Tom Hanks, and tell us about what's going on with Mamma Mia.
What's going on right now, you mean?
Well, let's start off with the beginning, how it came together and what's going to happen
It was
now.
this friend of ours, Julie Kramer, who said a long time ago that she wanted to do something with the songs of ABBA as a base for, I don't know, maybe she wanted to do a television program, or, and we said, well, we don't know. Very hesitant blokes. But she didn't give up really. And then one day she came, well, what about this? We make a musical, and if I find a good script writer and we can put this together, will you listen to it? And we said, yeah, sure, go ahead. So it's in a way it was her work and her doing that made it all happen. And originally, but then again, it's the ladies. I mean, it's Catherine Johnson who wrote a wonderful script, and Phillida Lloyd who directed it. So these three women, Judy, Phillida, and Catherine, is really the main engine behind this. So the songs were always there, and I should think that anybody could make a mess out of that, but they did a really, really good job, and we're all very, very grateful and happy.
So you're in Los Angeles right now, I guess.
For the movie, yes.
For the movie,
it's going to be a movie.
Tell us about the movie and the story behind that.
Not much to say. It's in progress, and there is a screenplay written by Catherine. Phillida Lloyd is going to direct, and Meryl Streep is going to be our main character, Donna. That's about it. That's all we know at the moment, and we're just talking along here.
So have you been tempted to maybe, star in the movie Mamma Mia?
No way.
Have they tried to coerce you into doing that?
No.
Who would you play?
Here, Ludwig's making
I think
cameo
Ludwig should be in
appearance.
it, yeah.
So if you're just tuning in right now, you are listening to Indie 1031, Passport Approved, and we have the dynamic Swedish duo, Benny Anderson, co-founder of ABBA, and his handsome chap son, Ludwig. You're handsome too, Benny, by the way.
Thank you.
And just in case...
Not so bad yourself.
Well, thank you. Are you
Are
you asking me out on a date? So we're going to... give you a little taste of ABBA, just in case you've been living under a rock and haven't heard their music. I mean, I can't imagine anyone in the world that has not been, impacted by your music.